Hey everyone that's watching this. This is my friend Kelly, and she has graciously volunteered. In Hindi, we call it jabardasti, where our parents make us do things we don't want to do, but make us feel like we want to do it. To be, I guess, guinea pig is not exactly the right word, but to be the downline. I'm going to do an example mentoring conversation. And Kelly so graciously agreed to be the person that I mentor today. So if you guys are watching this, leave Kelly a note, let her know how much you appreciate her, and we're just going to jump in here, okay?
Great.
All right, Kelly. Kelly, since the last time we chatted, what are some of the wins that you've seen in your business?
Um, Most recently, in fact, this last week, I was able to modify the sales conversation to adjust it for a class.
Oh,
And
great.
yeah, it was really good. And I held two classes.
Nice.
So opening that and really focusing on the customers in the group setting and adjusting that was the first time I've done that.
Cool.
And it felt really, really good. So got their input, really let them know that this was about them, and then asked what their issues were and had them share if they were willing. And so it really helped to bring the group together and get us focused for what we were going to do. So that was good. And then it turned, I'm gonna focus on the positive here. It was good education for some existing customers, members, and it really built the belief.
Good.
And then we did have a few new people that were learning. So it was a really great interactive class, both of them.
Okay. Awesome. So what challenges are you running into right now?
Um, Outside of the class, for me, it's the it's setting a schedule and following through, doing the things that I need to do to be prepared and ready to meet and engage people. I love talking with people, but setting a schedule and then following through. And I think it's just those. I'm just noticing that that's my issue.
Okay, fair enough. So what are the top three things? What does success look like for you between now and maybe a week from now?
Um,
You're hoping to accomplish.
Setting a schedule, figuring out how to follow through, figuring out how I can like motivate myself to follow through, connect the dots. I need to connect the activity to the end result. Strategy is not my thing, is not a strength,
Okay.
but I need to connect that. So um, that I want to do that. I'll get that set up. Defining what's good, what a clear
Yeah, what are the
definition.
top three things you want to accomplish?
Oh, okay. All right. So set my schedule, follow through with calling 3 to 6 people and invite them to a conversation. Follow up with the class attendees, and then get my July classes scheduled. Sorry about that. That was an easy question.
Oh, you don't have to be sorry about that. So what do you need? So I have invite 3 to 6 people to a sales conversation or a conversation. Follow up with the class attendees. How many of those do you have?
6. It was 6.
Okay. And then July class, get your July class scheduled on the books.
2. I'm scheduling 2 a month.
Okay, cool.
2 live class.
So what do you need help with right now?
What I need help with is connecting my activities. I think I'm motivating myself to follow through with what I know needs to be done.
Okay, so these three things here, 3 to 6 people inviting to the conversation, you don't think you're going to follow through on that?
And when I put it in I think my issue is when I put it on my planner, my schedule, if something else comes up,
Well, Do you get it done by, so today it's Monday morning.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to get it done by next Monday morning?
Oh, yes.
So then what's the problem?
Oh, I think is my schedule. When I plan it a certain, when I say I'm going to sit down and I'm going to call people. I
You
don't
just put
always.
it off, but you still get it done by your deadline.
Yes, deadline. That's it. If I have a deadline, I will get it
So
done.
can I be honest with you?
Please.
You don't have a problem.
Okay.
So 3 to 6 people to invite to a conversation. How long does that take?
Not long.
Like 20 minutes, right? 20
Yeah.
to 30 minutes of actual work plus 1 hour procrastination.
Yes.
Follow up with class attendees. How long do you anticipate you're able, like, how long do you think that'll take?
I think it takes me longer than I think. I have a couple emails to prepare. Some had some questions, and so
Okay.
I have to find the information that they want and send it
Okay.
to them.
So how long
So
do you think that task will take?
just give me 2 hours for
Okay.
all of them. I know it's
Okay.
long, but
No, that's fine. It doesn't matter. And then how long does it take to schedule 2 classes?
30 minutes, 20 minutes, 15 minutes actually. I just need to book it.
Okay. So what we're really talking about here is maybe 3 hours of work. How much time do you have to actually work?
20 to 30 hours.
Okay. So what do you think is the reason you're not doing it at the time you're doing it? Say you're going to do it. You have plenty of time.
I do.
So would you like my thoughts?
I would love your thoughts.
I mean, you can do 10 times what you're doing now.
Yes.
So have you ever heard this? Like, if you want to get something done, give it to a busy person.
Yes.
So what I'm noticing is that you're getting your things done by the time you need to get them done. So it's not actually an issue. The reason your schedule isn't tight is because it doesn't have to be. Right? It's not the amount of work you have and the amount of time you have in it. Like there's this idea like your tasks will expand to the amount of time you give them. Right?
Yeah.
So you have these goals, but I mean, realistically, it's not 20 hours of work,
No.
and not at all. So what do you want to do?
I need to create urgency. I need to be busier and I need to create urgency. I will
So
respond on urgency.
yeah, so it sounds like you are the kind of person who gets things done by the deadline, right?
Yes.
Accurate. Okay. So it looks like it's time to do is just turn up the heat. So if we look at like goals for you to have, how are you meeting new people?
New people. Right now, I'm doing a lot of checking in with existing. But new people, I'm meeting people wherever I go. I mean, I engage them, but converting that and inviting them to a conversation, I haven't been successful with that at this point.
Okay. Well, there's a couple different things, right? There's the new connections, which falls in the networking category, and then there's the invitations, which is kind of a different category.
Mhm.
But most people, right, if they have more time, um, then the best move to do would be to spend more time networking, and have a goal around networking. So what I really like about what you did here is you have 3 to 6, right? Use
Mhm.
very specific goals, right? 3 to 6 people to invite, 6 people, so class attendees, 2 classes. Do you have a goal for how many? You're pretty goal oriented, it sounds like.
I feel like I am, but then if I don't achieve it, I am very hard on myself. So I've been stepping my goals down because I really beat myself up.
Yeah, so that's still goal oriented.
Okay.
You're just letting yourself off the hook.
Yeah. You're right.
Right. So what's happening now, what I usually recommend when I'm coaching someone is let's start with goals and rebuild your confidence. But you've already done that, right? Like you're showing up to this conversation, and you're like, yeah, I mean, obviously I'm going to get it done by next Monday. It's fine. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that. It's not that big of a deal. So your confidence is now intact. And what's affecting your confidence is actually in a negative way is the lower goals. So we just need to get you some additional goals. In a 30-day period, how many new people do you think you meet?
Maybe 10. I could say, yeah.
So what we need to do is we need to actually up that to 30 new contacts.
Okay.
So if we added that into your clear definition of success, so that's an average of seven or eight a week.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, what activities would you need to do? And I can give you some ideas, but how would you go out and meet more people if you needed to meet 7 people a week?
I need to do some activities, some new activities.
So maybe a hobby,
Mm-hmm.
maybe a business networking group,
Definitely.
maybe online networking, maybe vendor events in your area. Out of those, which sounds most exciting to you? Like, sounds like the most fun.
I would say either a hobby or networking group.
Okay, cool. So then your next clear, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the 3 to 6, keep the follow up, keep the class schedules. Let's add
Mhm.
another one.
Okay.
That is me 8 new people. And then I guess you have to do the things before that, right? Like research,
Yeah.
networking groups, and hobbies, and join something.
Okay.
How does that feel?
That feels good. Yeah.
So if in a given week you have, like, let's look at a breakdown of just 20 hours, 20 to 30 is a really big swing. I think deciding is important.
Okay. Let's plan 20. I have some there's some other things going on in life.
Okay.
So I think 20 is good.
Okay, so let's say you're right now, you're spending, you're still building the foundation of your business. So let's say you're maybe at 3 hours of professional development. So that leaves us with 17. You look like inviting in the course of a week is in 1 hour, right? We have follow up, 1 hour. We have planning, right? Reflection that includes your class, like scheduling classes for the next month. We'll just do that 2 hours. So you can see here, you have 14 hours to pour into networking. Because
Wow.
right now, in a given week, you're inviting 3 to 6. Right
Mhm.
now, we're
Mhm.
meeting 10, inviting 4, let's say. So
Okay.
in the future, meeting 30, inviting 12, or like if you really wanted to go for it, you could meet 60 and invite 24 per,
Okay.
right? Like, do you see how it's not really it's about just the math and how you mentioned how do the activities relate to the numbers?
Mhm.
This is how the activities relate to the numbers.
This is great because you always say go to the math. Don't go with the I view or I respond in emotion, and looking at the math makes it a whole lot easier.
Yeah, so now you have stuff to do,
Yeah.
right? So when you go to time block your schedule, you're gonna be like, well, I have to invite now because I'm heading to pickleball later. Right? I have to do the follow-up right now because I have a networking group at 10. So like right before our call, I went and I took a bunch of pictures for some social media stuff because I said I have to get these done before my 9 o'clock, because after my 9 o'clock, then I have a 10:30, right? And if I'm going on vacation at the end of this week, I have to get all these things done. I can't just lollygag through my normal week like I normally would because I have strict deadlines. And I think that's something that can be really helpful for you. And I think there's a lot more opportunity in your time than the way you're looking at it right now.
No, this is good. Having it set that way, that creates the urgency for the time slot that I've done, that I've set it.
Because you're just need to be more busy.
Yes.
But not busy doing busy work, busy doing revenue generating activities.
This is good. Yes. Very good.
Cool. All right, good. So let's go ahead and look at your clear definition of success is 3 to 6 people to invite to a conversation, follow up with class attendees, July class schedule, and find hobby and or networking group.
Yes.
All right, cool.
This is great.
So give me some takeaways, Debbie. What was helpful for today?
All right. Filling the calendar for one, or like being busier, intentionally being busy with activities that will improve my business, increase my opportunities. The math, very helpful. And the clear definition of success. That is huge for me. It's 3 things. And if I accomplish those, I know I can count it as a successful week.
Yeah, awesome. Well, I give you, now you have 4.
4 things. Yes.
Because
that's
you can handle it now.
I can. Yes, I can. This is good.
Awesome. I guess that is the end of our little coaching session, everyone. If you guys are watching this, thank Kelly. Tell her hi. Kelly, if you want to say bye to everyone.
Bye. Thank you, Tasha. Thank you so much. Your coaching has been so helpful to me, and I appreciate it immensely.
Oh, you are very welcome. Bye, everyone.
Bye.